Okay, looks like we're playing more Mage, but hopefully this one has the good Mage cards. I think Cone is noticeably better than these two. I think these are both all bad. So let's just grab a 2. I don't really like that 1. I do like Onyx, Mage, Scribe. Good if we end up with Yogg Saron, and I will grab a Famished Fool over 2 of the worst cards in the meta. And I think this card is pretty good. Brewmaster is okay. Not a premium card, but it's an okay card. I think I'm going to nab the Counterspell. It does feel like there are just an abundance of Secrets Matters cards. Particularly having them drafted, being able to discover them is nice too. These just don't feel super impactful one way or another, so while I don't love the card, I do like having a secret. Let's go Steward for fun, and we'll take the big nasty boy. And we could take Medusa's Valet. I do like Bone Wraith. Won't get that many secrets, probably. Firebrand is quite good. His elbow doesn't hate Mummy. I do. And Mummy's probably okay in certain decks, in certain situations. It's not a card you want to play on 3. But I think if you're a tempo deck that drops it on turn 8 or 9, you know, when your opponent's got 2 or 3 cards, it can look really, really good in those spots sometimes. The Stormwind over Safety. I'm not a big fan of Safety Inspector. Netherspite. I love Netherspite. We have 1 dragon. We'll probably get 12 more. Would you rather have the Mage location or Ysera? Probably still Ysera, but the Mage location is really close. Alright, 2 10 drops, pretty greedy, but you know, why not? We got the Archaeologist, which is a good reason, I think, to have drafted a secret. Another dragon for our Netherspite? Yeah, why not? The Firelands. I don't actually like Dune Sculptor that much. He dies very easily. It kills nothing and gives me crap. Alright, we're gonna take a Proto here. Got a lot of value. Alright, we're gonna grab the 5 over the Pickrock because of how shit our curve is. This doesn't help us too much, but you know, this helps us somewhat. And we'll take an Alchemist for fun. The other cards are garbage. Got the location. Unfortunately, we have to pass a cold case, but at the same time, who really cares? Let's grab the location. I think we take a shitty bartender. Have 1 secret, a couple of discover cards. Sure. Man, a Broom is nice. So is a Bone Wraith. I'm not so sure that Broom is that good for us, though. We've already got some Rush here, because it's good there. I'm gonna take the Bone Wraith. Frozen Touch is great. So is Delinquent, but gotta snap up a Frozen Touch. Probably a Fireball here. Could use some more real 3 drops, but just cheap, efficient, effective removal and face damage. I think I'm gonna actually take a Flame Ward here. Again, another really high value deck. Kind of wants the secret. We'll probably be able to utilize it in a way that gets us some value, and still just a huge Tar Creeper fan. Card just slows the game down. I like this card. These are both good too. Goblin or Partner? We'll just take Lab Partner. And finally, a second location. Should consider the statue, but Golem is just too strong. 1, 2, 3, 4 great late game cards. 1 very good one, but I would like to trade it for just like a River Croc or something. Really, I guess this is what matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough 2s. 1, 2, 3. Not enough 3s. Alright, well, we just have to mulligan very aggressively for cards that cost less than 4. A bit heavy, but I like it. Yeah, it's a good deck. I think it's better than the last deck, but I could see it going 3 and 3 if you just get a couple of shitty draws against Hunters. I could also see it going, you know, 10, 11, 12 if you get lucky and curve out well. I don't think it's like so unbelievable to hit a 1 or a 2 at this deck. Rush 44 was picked there. You have dragon and 2 10-drop death rattles. I don't even know what words you just said. At least 6 with red piloting? That's not really how it works, right? It's this meta, somebody rolls a wild seed card or whatever, you just get dunked. It doesn't really matter how good or bad you are a lot of the time. I think for me, I'm just hoping at the end of the draft to feel like I have a chance to win. If the deck goes 0-3, then the deck goes 0-3 or whatever. If it goes 2-3 or 3-3 or 12-3, this deck can be competitive, whereas a lot of decks and a lot of classes feel like they can't be competitive. 6 mana 4/4 rush. What did we take over it? I don't think that card is particularly good. I mean, that card probably won't hit, right? Red, this super hot dude keeps rolling through my grocery store. He's always by himself and I want to ask him out. You should. What's the worst that can happen? Wait, what? He drew that? Why did an animation go off? Also, why am I getting screwed here? I'm getting screwed like Scrooge McDuck over here. Yeah, ask him out. Snap freeze is a little better for me. I'll take that. I get fired and sued. Oh, you work there. Oh. Well, but I mean, you should just be like, oh, hey, I like your shirt or whatever. And then if he's like, oh, thanks, be like, oh, where'd you get it? And he's like, oh, at the store. He's like, oh, cool, man. Oh, whatever. Yeah. He's like, oh, I like whatever. He's like, oh, yeah. He's wearing like a Rush shirt. You're like, oh, you should come over and watch Kung Fu movies and listen to Rush with me. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Why not? Just buy a Redbeard t-shirt and put it on, and then kind of like, and then if he looks at it, he's like, whoa, you're a Redbeard fan? You're like, dude, I'm a Redbeard VIP. He'll be like, oh my god. Let's do disgusting whoopee. On top of and below each other. Should I just shoot his guy? I don't really want to. But the rest of my turn kind of sucks, so sure. Hit him with a pineapple and drag him home. Well, don't knock him unconscious. Thanks for the dating advice. Yeah, just be like, hey, you know, I love Redbeard. I love that sexy Redbeard. In fact, I'm just gonna date Redbeard. See you later. If a girl asked me to listen to Rush and watch Kung Fu movies at her house, I'd heavily consider it. Even if they were wielding a pineapple. Maybe she wants to share the pineapple with you. This bozo has got to go. You know, the fact that it hit our best card stinks. How's my dating life? I think it's pretty good. Not dating. I'm never gonna date anybody again, and I like sitting alone in my apartment in the dark. With the lights turned off and under the covers, watching 17 hours of YouTube shorts. These are things that I value. Nice, yeah. Y'all really hate pineapple that much? You call yourself a Redbeard fan? I'm fucking loaded on channel points. I highlight every message because I'm that jacked. Try talking into chat again when you're a true fan. Everybody's doing it though. Alright, collateral damage this turn. Rennie, how are you, Rennie? Rennie, can you do me a small favor and hit the, can you just hit the subscription button? Can you write a message in chat so I can click your name? It makes it easier for me. Sorry. If not, I'll get you your sub, but it just, then that's only one click for me. You know me, I'm a one-click kind of guy. But I'm gonna be looking for you, Rennie. If you don't, I'm gonna take care of you, don't worry. There you go. Thank you so much, Rennie. Thank you for doing that. Rennie's been following since November 2018. Holy smokes. Thanks, Rennie. Let me try to whoop some ass in your honor. What am I pinging? I guess if I ping here, I can trade there and maybe trade there. Akujan. What's up, Akujan? Thanks to Redbeard and Rennie for the gifted subs. Thanks to Exukun. Wow, I only got one. That could have been worse. It was only one away, but I guess if you have no play, then you kind of have to. Huh? Let's see if we get a sick nasty dragon. Got a nasty one. Is it sick nasty? Just let us trade a bunch of stuff this turn, which is kind of important. Could trade here. I guess I might as well just trade here. That stunk. T-Zig, Exukun, and Akujin. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for being here enough to accumulate 300,000 fart points, Rennie. That's a lot. That's a lot of farting. That's an awful lot of farting. Rennie is a good boy. I think Rennie might be a nice lady, but I'm not sure. We thought the 2-4 brand was bad. Yeah. The brand would have been better because it would have lived, right? Don't worry, Red Bro. I'm pretty sure another girl will want to touch your penis someday. I hope not. Sex is disgusting with the smelliness and the wetness. Yuck. Leave me out of it. I was saving parts for the card voice thing, but now I noticed it's gone. Oh, it could come back. What happened? Oh, we got my card. That worm. Couldn't I have taken Blizzard? I could have. My audio is desynced. How about if I just do this? Make noises. Maybe it'll resync for you. Try refreshing or pausing. Yeah, just refresh. Yeah, it's good advice. Just refresh. Just fucking refresh. I don't want to use my coin. Don't forget the awkward cleanup after. You clean after? I just fall asleep. Just lay in the filth. Say it's the guy that got burned by vengeful spirits. Good play. That's what the towel is for, Mr. Red. Oh, that's what the towel is for. 3-5, huh? Which is new mobile update sometimes causes audio sync issues. Just pause and play and it should be fixed. I'm sorry, Rennie, we don't have a watch time command for some godforsaken reason. I really like somewhat fireballing that. Coin out the 7 next turn. You guys are having sex? No, nobody here is having sex ever with anyone. Certainly not each other. Certainly not dreads. I imagine once was enough for Amanda. I'm 100% sure she left because your penis is too powerful and she couldn't handle it. Who are we talking about? Wild Bill, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Swift Haze, M Con, Calivati, V-Structor, and Cryhouse. It doesn't want us to hate our lives more than we already do. I don't want you to hate your lives more than you already do. This is pretty good. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should have just played those two. We got the 7 down. It's nice. Dreads would be the power bottom. Dreads would be the weak bottom. Comes inside out when he doesn't try, probably. I'm with Deformed. I'm with Old Black Nerd. Dreads' beehole would probably slip out the back. I washed my clothes today and I can already tell I'm befouling these shorts. Something fierce. Stop, that's my fantasy. Ew. You could do better than Dreads, Broody. What about the guy from the grocery store? It's honestly incredibly reassuring that 100% of us never have sex. I didn't want to be the one to ask. There you go. I'm here to reassure. I'm only telling the truth, also. Never lie. Only tell the truth. She won't bite. Shut up. A lot of damage. A lot of shitters now, yeah. He's gonna maybe pop off with shitters this turn. I had one sex before. It is true. It is overrated. True. Why are we talking about Smex when Zelda isn't here? True. It's probably gonna set off his horny receptors. He's probably gonna be over here. Oh, that is a disaster. I'd say a cascading one at that. You know, that feels fair, but at the same time, I don't think that I would consider that fair. Just give me like some burn, like a fireball or something. Those are not good cards. They're not good cards indeed. Do you have like a mortal coil or something? Oh, sure. He should have shot that first, right? Give a friendly minion some stats. Shipping in 4 times. We could do that. This... Let's just push the same amount of damage if one of those is going face, right? We push 3. Now we push 4. Because he can't attack with the 2-1. That just give him a 3-drop, which is actually kind of cool. Okay, we got there. We got there. No location. Do I have one of those drafted? I do. Easy 7. Let's hope. Let's hope we get to 7. Let's hope we get to 12. Potamaldito. Potato. It's elementary. Harry himself lived under the staircase, so basically Zelda's a wizard. Zelda? Wizard? He does like to play with his wand. What did Tony bet? I don't think Tony even bet. This little worm. TonyTheWorm.com. Let's pull up a secret. We could actually brew it back and get both of our secrets potentially, which is kind of cool. I can't keep my eyes open anymore, Mr. Red. Hope the games go smoothly and you're gifted many subs. Yeah, a bunch of gifted subs would be cool. Also, you know, other things are cool too. Like... just people hanging out would be cool. Maybe we could get to 12 or 1300 viewers. Maybe play a little Runeterra. That'd be cool. Would be cool. Kinda don't want to silence that. But if you can't get through it without killing it, then it doesn't matter, right? Oh no, baited arrow. It's kind of bad. That trade is bad for them. Could brew it back and replay it. Hello? I mean, having the taunt later is nice. He used his coin, so maybe next turn we Firebrand Cone or something. The mouse is legendary. I'm a favorite track of theirs. This is your favorite? Dramamine for sure for me. So that goes to 4. So it does clear his guy. Damn, that would have been a... this could have been vengeful. That would have been neat. For the best heroes in Arena, Hunter's statistically the best, but I think Mage is the best class. Brew it back. I don't love it, but the effect is nice if we pick up another cheap spell. I mean, taking 6 is kind of annoying. Maybe he wants to double hit into here. How'd your Sarah deck go? 6 wins. Fry. What's up, Fry guy? That is a nice counter. Oh wow, he is double hitting. That's interesting. Still takes 5. It is, if you can't kill that card, it is quite problematic. We'll play both of those. This lets me get a free trade here though. You can't really use his face indefinitely, right? Like, he's gonna die. Where's Elshab? Elshab? Man, he's been here like twice in the last 3 years. What's our average wins this month? 9.2. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Poe Tamaldito is a twin brother of our poet? Yeah. Poet Amaldito? Yeah. It's a twin brother. The lucky guy. I actually lolled. How many people actually laugh ever when they're here? Like, do you laugh like once a day here? Multiple times? Never? I wonder. I thought my joke about Sly's head was pretty good. I thought that was a good one. That was my best one tonight. Average Earth player, auto fireballs to the face there. Auto fireball? Evening Red House Hearthstone trading pretty good. We had 2 6s and now we're 3-0, so not too bad. It takes a lot for me to laugh out loud. Man, you know who I watch and I laugh so consistently, so constantly, like cackling, is Barbarous King. I don't know, man. He's like the most sourpuss curmudgeon-y kind of character on Twitch. It's just so funny. Seems like the sort of guy who's like a good guy, but like just doesn't. He reminds me so much of my friend Nan, which just seemingly just will not put up with anyone's shit. A complete refusal to deal with anybody's shitbaggery. And it's like, it's really easy, I think, to watch him and be like, oh, this guy's kind of a jerk. It's like, well, no, he's just a jerk to jerks. It's like, if you're a jerk and he's being a jerk, you know, if he's being a jerk to you, then you're probably a jerk. Can you shout him out? Maybe. I don't know how to spell his name. Everybody just calls him Barb. Is that, I don't know if I did that. He's not online right now. There you go. That's a hard word to spell. I only have 3 mana, which means I guess I can bump there and get that one frozen, which I guess means maybe I can have an easier time killing it. I mean, if he's just not spending his mana, I'm totally cool with that. I laughed out loud when you said you could do a gender reveal with a fart. That lady actually did that. I watched that video several hundred times. Did you not see that one? Yeah, that happened. Hey, Mamba, have a great night, man. When I watch Dreads, I cringe out loud. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's some definitely like some full throttle cringing going on. So if I bump and I ping, I can play a counter, or I can just shoot it. I think shooting it's okay, because the 2-5 matches up pretty well against both of these right now. He has the DJ Khaled suffering from success meme on his stream. I'm already sold. Oh yeah, yeah. I was cracking up about that. Alright, let me see what else. Yeah, what is it? Suffering from success or something. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, I need something good. I could play the secret and try to do a fake out. I could also just like, I don't know. Maybe I just play this and see if we can motivate him to trade. I don't know though. I kind of need to ping. Trade. I don't have. It's not like I can flame strike next turn, which is kind of what I need to do. I'm boned. I'm giga boned. I can't take 10. Some streamers are jerks because they're bombarded with dumb messages frequently. Comes to the territory, I suppose. Why I always liked Regis. Seems like he enjoys it all. Yeah, Regis seems like a genuinely, like, just joyful man. Just cool. Regis seems like a good dude. It's close to good. But I've never really chatted too much with Regis. A little bit here or there in his chat or so. But he and Dexter, I think, are better friends. And one time he said to Dexter, and then Dexter told me, wow, hanging out with Redbeard seems like it must be a lot of fun, something like that. And I was like, yeah, it's Regis, he knows. So Regis seems on the ball. That's a crazy opener with an actual Highlander deck, right? It's not going to curve out that well while being a Highlander deck that often, but 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So many 1 drops. That 8/8 had charge. Yeah, it summons King Crush. I actually like that card. I like Bran. I think it's cool, but also very, very powerful. Big Dino, big problem, yeah. My legs hurt all the time. Ugh. Thanks. What a doofus. What a doofus, Sugar Boom. What a doofus that guy was. Wonder if I had like positioned my desk in a way I could stretch my legs out more, if that would be good for me. Don't want to move it though. Do you like Bran more or Call of the Wild Huntsman more? Like as a card? Like what's better? I think Bran's a better card if it's active in your deck and you don't have to give up much to get it to be active. If you're passing something good and taking something bad to get a Bran, it's probably not as good though. You gotta be kidding me. What am I supposed to do? The problem with that, the big infuse cards is like, yeah, when they're in your hand and you curve out perfectly, like, you know, some people, you know, I guess that guy didn't play the Altimore card or whatever. But if it's in your hand and you curve out perfectly and just top out your curve with a 7 mana, you'll Call it Wild or whatever, plus a 5/4 body, it's like, that card's better. But Bran, you can just draw whenever, if it's active, right? Whereas if you top deck Altimore without a board in a time where you need a play, it's just not that good. Brew your brew. I was thinking about it, but then I miss a ping, right? And I know, and then he gets to know we have another panda. Does this card just auto get silenced? What the hell's going on here? Snake is so bad for me. If I could brew it and replay it, I would. Just get this Cretan off the board. He can't Dire Frenzy it. If he hasn't opened the cages, it gets harder. If this draw was an infused card, it's a little worse for him. I have 25,000 dust. I do not have 95% of arena playables golden. Me neither. I had to buy the golden packs. I don't know what happened. I guess the packs we opened, we've gotten so few legendaries and such a small amount of golden cards. I think we did exceptionally poorly. We've opened like 120 packs or something. We got like 4 legendaries. Well, that's not great. What the hell? I want to play this. I don't mind playing that. I guess I could play that later, huh? Hunter hates spells, apparently, so. Let's hit it 2. I don't know why I can see this cat. Double stealth, no stealth. Whatever, I should try to ping it. That's fine. I think they might have thought they were getting a I think they thought they were getting something. Or they really hate spells and they're like, you know what, fuck all the spells, fuck all the spell damage. Hopefully he trades. I guess actually, hopefully he doesn't trade. That would have been better. Fireball it and keep our own guy alive. Maybe that's better. Maybe. Overkill and Underkill sound close. True. He thought Baited Arrow was a 2022 card. Baited Arrow without Overkill to summon the guy is probably like a 2020 card. But yeah, that's fine. Not really doing anything. That's good for us. If it was a 2022 card, it would be deal 3, summon a 5/5, overkill, give it +3/+3, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Gotta put a little more text on to make it a 2022 card. Okay, I am going to queue up and I'm gonna go do 12 push-ups because I'm fat and I'm old. sorry, I'm here. Maybe his butt crack. My butt crack wasn't exposed. Maybe's eating a double McRoyal with cheese. What's a McRoyal? That's some sort of hamburger. What's a Big Mac? Like a hamburger, I think. It's like some sort of hamburger. Get me out of here. Maybe that's better. I'm just not corrupting it, right? Now what card I have? 6, 1, 2, 3 sevens. Well, it's not great odds to hit one of those the next turn or two. Am I ham burglar? No, what's that? That somebody steals hamburgers? No, I could purchase them if necessary. Deal 3, summon a wild seed. Okay. It's like the first one today that hasn't summoned the great stag, so that's cool. And we have Hungry Jacks, that's Australia, right? Kazhek, thank you for the follow. Hey, I don't know if I properly thanked Bill. I don't know if Bill's still here, but I read off those names. I appreciate those gifted subs. I certainly do. Lord knows. I do. Kinda wish it's at taunt still. Oh, that's not up yet? Okay. Huh. Positioning is not great. Huh. Well. Good fireball. Just a one. Man, we're one off. Let me be able to fireball his face. Roll up to Burger King and ask for a Big Mac. You mentioned something about a seed nerf. I tried looking at his website, but I couldn't find anything. All they're gonna do is make it so that the 3-drop, the weapon is no longer a 4-2, I think. But it's gonna be a 3-2 instead, from what Reddit was saying. They did like a, I don't think those are official, but they did a, they accidentally released the patch that they had planned, and that's what it was. So Reddit kind of, I think it was on the Asian server, and Reddit was kind of compiling all the things. It's not like a huge thing, but I don't know if it's even worth it to play this, but I ran out of time and I got scared. So you could just do it in ping, you'd still hold that, you could play this and this maybe. I don't really want to be playing this. Now I kind of wish I had that available to me. Fireball the snake and hit the 1/4. Oh yeah, that's probably better. Fireball the snake, hit the 1/4. Yeah, and then you could have played this after if you wanted. That would have been better, yeah. Twisted Karma, thank you for the Prime. 2 months. Heck yeah, dude. 2 months is great. That didn't work. Wait, what the hell happened? Why is my guy still alive? Counter's cool. I kind of can't play it this turn. I guess I could have played that. What about brew the 3/1 and replay it? Yeah, that's probably good too. Instead of doing what? Instead of playing the high main? Yeah, I like having the high main though. The buff on the this guy would have been really good on that board state. We unfortunately buffed this one, but we also had a 5/5 dragon on the board instead of a 3/2 brew. And if you hit the buff on the brew, it's kind of the same as hitting the buff on the firebrand, right? You can just kill them both. I don't know, you did. I don't know, you old fart. Just play cards. Go, go, go. That's how I play. You gotta go fast. There would be more months, right, Beard? You are by far the most favorite arena streamer. Who's your second favorite arena streamer? Is it Dreads? Is it Judge? Is it Dose of Coffee? Is it Save File? Maybe it's one of the beautiful ladies in the community, like Ash Queen or Hoppa Bear. I was ideally not picking up a 7 drop. Miss Elbow. Miss Elbow. There's a beautiful human. Advocate. Advocate's cool. Where'd you get the mage portrait? I'm a mage main. I have no idea. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Chat probably knows, and I don't. Seems like an easy fireball pick, right? How does everyone get it, no matter what? So I understand. Skilled, I guess. Reward track from 2 tracks ago? Oh, okay, an old reward track then, Lord Mordos. I guess I could have pinged, actually. Maybe I should have just pinged. First name, account name. You're always God Gamers, Eugene. Maybe he's just a big Hey Arnold fan. Interesting. Play the 1 and the 2. If I play mine, it's always getting triggered though, right? I'd be down to prevent him from getting a dragon, but I also don't want to silence my Tar Creeper. He may not have a dragon, possible, and he may have, you know, the longer you wait, he may draw his only dragon. It happens, these things happen. These are online friends. Apparently we have more than that. Sure. I could silence. I can't silence. Maybe I wait till 7. I can't. Oh, maybe I do that. Okay, well, maybe that's our turn 6 play. So maybe we do this and ping, or, you know, draw a good card on 2 or something. And then we'll be able to wait. If I don't do it this turn, then I can't do it next turn. Or maybe we'll just never do it. What a popular fella. Somehow I got up to like almost 400 friends, and I think the max is like 200 or 300, and it was bugging everything out. So I have to kill this guy. I guess I don't have to kill this guy. And ping it down to 6, double trade. I don't know, man. This feels like shit. Triple trade? I don't want to give him the smug this turn into this. How is this so bad for me? Baba G or Fortnite? What's Baba G? What's this question, Little Wing? I'd love to answer it. I don't know what the hell you're asking me. I guess if he goes super wide, we could play this. That's a good roll. Still kind of problematic, huh? We're out of secrets? No. Do we have a counter spell? Oh, we do have a counter spell, don't we? Yeah, okay. Well, if we can draw a card, that'd be nifty. Baba O'Reilly. That doesn't make a lick of sense to me. It seems like Baba G is a burger joint in the UK. Well, I've never eaten at Baba G. I'd rather have a hamburger than eat at Fortnite. I'd rather play Fortnite than eat a bad hamburger. So, undecided? Undecided. Because if I'm not hungry, I'll play Fortnite. Do people still watch Fortnite on Twitch? I mean, I'm sure they do. Probably more than they watch Hearthstone, right? Fortnite. A couple people. What is wrong with this person? Okay, it's a strange face they put on there. Let's see. We can go 2, 3, 2. That is not the dragon he discovered. Which is kind of problematic. Hopefully we hit here 3 times. Well, we hit the other one 3 times, which is, you know, not good. Pora condylar benefractions or benemeliar keratosis. Probably the second one. I'll go with the second one. What the hell is that? Oh god, what did I just smush? Some small insect. Hopefully it wasn't poisonous. Inner Performer RNG must be skewed to 1 and 2 drops. I'm telling you, man. It is strange how often it pulls something that's a 1 or a 2. Lowest card in your deck. Okay, is that the one that was discovered? That was not. He still has another discovered dragon. This guy needs to chill the heck out. These are incredibly problematic for this though, huh? Shoot there, we trade there. We go face, he goes to 19. He goes 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and we're dead. I go bartender, I hit, I ping, I clear the board, I pray he rolls a 2-2. Could be Daddy Wing? I mean, it could be Ysera, could be anything, really. If you control a secret deal 2, so it never deals 4. We'll trade and ping the 4. I think we trade... We have to hit first in case he rolls a taunt, right? And are there any cards he can roll from this that'll stop this from doing it? I don't think so. I guess the poison's not the worst. Like a Keymaster or something would have been a disaster. It's pretty bad though, because most things we can run into with this. Bartender is as good as it'll ever be? Yeah. I mean, it's certainly not bad to have a bartender there. It's better than Firelands portaling. I have to sneeze. Oh, God, excuse me. Sorry. Alright. I mean, this thing is still going off. If he doesn't kill it. That was not the discovered dragon. Yuck. Is Keymaster just a more fancy word for janitor? I don't think so. It's weird they didn't take 7 face if he had the Amber Watcher, and it might cost him the game. Yeah, it might. I feel like he's testing for a secret that's no longer out. All these die for free right now if he doesn't kill the 4/4. So we don't get to... Wow, he drew 3? Oh my days. I thought we had a lot of value in our deck. Apparently we don't. Why is only Hunter and Mage playable? Priest is playable too, I think. And if you can draft this guy's Paladin deck, you ain't gonna lose many games. So one of those gotta be Deathwing, right? Priest is very playable? I wouldn't call Priest very playable, not compared to Mage or Hunter. You have to hit, you know, this location card or more. So what did he just try to put up? Doesn't tell me. That in. Play this. I just think these cards are incredibly problematic against a Deathwing, right? Could have a Ysera. Could Nightmare trade, throw 1 back. He's gonna take 8. Have a selection of Shaman, Rogue, and Demon Hunter. Our last Shaman went 6, but we drafted a Ysera and some other good cards. It was a good deck. Weird. I'm sure you used to be able to see the counter secret before. It feels like I should be able to, no? It's actually kind of relevant information, but I don't know. We got countered. Why wouldn't I see it? I'm going to real quickly. Dun, 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 dun. I just ran over my freaking foot. Super 2 dragons and played none of them. Goddamn, Eugene, get your shit together. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he had some Deathwings or a Deathwing. And he's like, well, I can't ever kill the 8/8. This was so good, but it was only good because we had secrets that never procced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't have a lot of 2s. When do you think Castle Nathria mini set will drop? I got my 2000 ready. Usually 2 months or so after the set comes out, and the set came out 2 weeks ago. So I would say probably 6 weeks at the absolute earliest. I think Red thinks he turns his camera off and we just see his pasty bare ass. Why am I showing my ass? Why is my ass out? By the way, Red, the mole's getting bigger on your left cheek. Get it checked out. Oh. How do you know if you have a mole or a skin tag? How many arena wins have I got? Like 50,000, some 51,000 maybe? Just running around. It's because you don't wear pants. I do wear pants. I always have underpants on. Solid? Yeah. It's a good life. It's been a good life these last few years. Rate of growth. Do skin tags grow? Discolorization for the initial onset are good indicators. Should probably go to a dermatologist for that mole on my left ass cheek that Chuckles was talking about. I'm so stoked. 3 6-win runs in a row minimum. Maybe more. I really want to kill this thing. Killing that's cool too, but card's good. This card is very good too. So we're gonna draw a lot of cards. And if you don't have a Deathborn, you're just kind of gonna regret it sometimes, right? Boom, 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 boom. Anything remotely close to dime size or very dark in hue, you should check off and wait. Are you a dermatologist? I'm not like, not gonna not listen if you're not, but I'm just curious. Somehow I clicked like somebody popping a pimple or something on YouTube, and now they've been recommending me videos like that. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that watches that video, but it's also kind of interesting. Does corrupt that. So I could hit here. I guess I hit here and I get 3 of them, huh? And I get to corrupt and infuse my guys, so I kind of dig that. Oh god. What's a good arena tip for decent runs? Draft Priest, draft Mage, draft Hunter, draft a good curve, subscribe to Redbeard. What's up, Pierce? No, but my sister is. Okay, okay. I love when Pierce is here. Pierce cracks me up. Can we pick like a, what's that, like a, it's like a Pierce banger. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find a song that Pierce has never heard that he might like. But give me a second. I gotta apparently take my turn now. Give me just a moment here. That one's good. That one can die. Let me find one that Pierce has never heard that he might like. Let me go through my, what the fuck? Let me go through my... what do I do against that card? 3, 4, 5. Let's just hit it. Dang it. Oh, that's kind of a disaster. Card's fucking annoying. Oh, this little worm. I'm just scrolling through the goddamn songs you've sent me. Just trying to find one. Oh, that's a good song. You sent me that? I already knew that one though. Goddamn pants on you, freak. A freakazoid. That here, I don't know what this is. I've never heard this song in my life. I probably didn't even listen to it. How do I deal 4? I can't deal 4 fucking damage. You ever listen to the Smiths? I used to go to the Smiths night at the Echoplex. They did it a couple times a year, like probably like every 2 or 3 months they would do Smiths night, and they would just spin Smiths tracks, and you know, they'd throw in a little bit of like Echo and the Bunnymen, some Queen tracks, some Cure, but it was like 85% Smiths. And the Smiths have a lot of shitty tracks. You realize that when you sit there listening to the Smiths for 4.5 hours or 5 hours. But they also have probably like 10 absolutely criminally awesome tracks. I'm craving a salted nut roll. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Last person that told me that is coming on to me. Like, if you gave them the chance, you'd like them. I'm listening right now for the first time. I probably listened when you sent it. This was like 2 years ago. I had to scroll back. To be fair, I can't really hear it right now because I'm babbling. So many shitty tracks. The Smiths or this? But yeah, the Smiths have their bangers hit so hard. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna qualify this one with Fart City, and we'll play one Smith song, the best Smith song ever written. Very reminiscent of the Strokes, really. A secret would be quite appealing right now. So do we want to win and take the Flame Ward? Or do we want to take the puzzle box that he'll get? I hate this game. I hate it because I love it so much. Hey, Sci-Fi, you'd like it, please? Can you link me it? You worm. Cast it right now, I dare you. I have 6,000 gold because I'm an addict. I do think Blizzard should put more stuff in to buy with gold. You know what you have to pick? Yeah. It's gonna roll counterspell. Take me out. I think you're in one of those moods where you're gonna tell me it's awful. Even if it's not, all right, send it to me on Discord. I'll listen to it. What do you one of those moods? Am I ever in a bad mood? Doesn't sound like Redbeard. Well, I'm just proccing his get down. Don't worry. That's it. Why did I even draft this? Why did I even take this fucking card? Alright, next turn we'll do it. Might have been the worst puzzle box I've ever seen. I don't even know what it did. Didn't it blow up most of my board? No, come on. Cast it, I was about to. I was gonna push 6 face. Didn't y'all? I'm as mad at the opponent as you guys are. That was fucked up. You sicken me. I didn't do anything. Opponent sickens me, though. I agree. I took the fun card. I let them cast the fun card. They did not let me do the same. Killed your dude, killed your tutu, cast 6 spells that didn't have targets and did nothing. Thanks to me for my hard-earned sub. Did you work hard? Looks like somebody gifted it to you. Looks like you didn't work hard at all. Thanks, Vadriano, and thanks, more importantly, to KBB24 Mamba Forever for gifting you that sub. I met your opponent. Good. Yeah, good. I want to actually kind of kill it off before Tar Creeper if we can. Sure. I have a location in this deck. Have I even cast it? I think I cast it in like the first game and we haven't cast it, and I legitimately didn't even know we had this. Okay, that track was starting out great. We're gonna skip it for little Piercy Poo. Last time I showed you this band, you said verbatim, oh, I'd never heard of them. That one's awesome. Really? What song? The last song or this one? Wretched Worm. This one? That's okay. He does kind of sort of sound like Julian, but not as cool. And instead of cool guitars going jing 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 jing, it's like a wimpy piano. I mean, I like the piano, but yeah, it's not bad. I'll give it like a 5. 5 is average. I give it like a 5. I don't give it a negative score. But you're gonna think I'm shitting all over it, which isn't fair to me, I don't think. Can I kill that? I kind of can't, huh? We're gonna leave the better one unfrozen, so if he wants to deal any damage, he has to take damage on the one that's better. But why am I getting in trouble? 5's a good score. Nobody understands my system. Everybody's like, that song's okay, I give it like a 7. People look at Dreads, they're like, he's kind of below average, I give him like a 6. Like, I give him a 2. I wish locations only had 2 uses, some do. My goddamn Druid one only had 2. The Imp one and the Rogue one each only have 2. The good ones are good, mostly because they have 3, though. Partially because they have 3. Four mana. 4 mana. Let's sit here. Can't give him this. I mean, he's like off the board. I'll be on the board. That's where I'll be on the board. Yeah, it wasn't bad. You think I say it's bad. I think it was okay. Let me see if I'm in trouble over here. Oh, you sent over here? Okay. Are people aggressive in California? Most people aren't aggressive anywhere. If you're like smoking a cigarette and blowing it in someone's face, they might be. If you're like continuously pushing somebody and chasing them around, they might start to get aggressive. Wait, what? He's getting them all right? How's that possible? Oh shit, we got a stream sniper. Oh shit. My mustache stinks. Do I want copies of these cards? Not really. Good morning, Mr. Sexy Redbeard. Hey, Exhibit. California's reputation is getting worse and worse. What the fuck are you even talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Skedazzle. Thank you for the follow, Skedazzle. Am I flame striking here? Maybe. How many of these has he used? Has he used any? He's used 2 of them? On what? So he could put it here and trade there, or trade here? Thought about it. 2 words, mountain climbing. Is that where we're going? Copy of Famished Fool is spicy. Am I gonna need that many cards though? Like 40 cards, I guess. Pardon me? Why in God's name would you do that? So I'm going to assume that he didn't get my Flame Strike out of my hand? Because why would you do that if you knew that I had a Flame Strike in my hand? Battlegrounds, buddy. What's up, BGs, buddy? What is up, Mr. BGs, buddy? It gains like 1 billion life. So maybe next turn these two, if we have like anything on board. Well, he gains 5 life. Does he? Yeah, you bounced her back to the hand. Opponent's getting a copy as a board effect. Wait, I'm sorry, what? I'm talking about from the Murloc Homes. You got all 3, 1 from deck, 1 from hand, 1 from starting hand, right? 25s, who's never going to gain a ton of life, 5 maximum. I'm confused. Hey Chibatron. Chiba, can I pose you a short Genshin Impact question? I asked Twitch chat and they kind of explained, but I'm at adventure rank 9 and I don't have any quests to do, I feel like. But I have some that say they unlock at adventure rank 10. So I've just been walking around. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I just feel like I'm walking around like opening chests, trying to level up and whatnot, and it's cool. I like doing that. I just want to make sure. I feel like it was telling me where to go, where to go, where to go, and now I'm just kind of like running around. And I'm assuming once I get to 10, I'll have some more stuff I can do. Did you find you got stuck at certain ranks with having to just kind of like roam around and explore? Or did you feel like you were always being told, you always had the option of being like, you get it from exploring and opening chests so much? So how do I do any quests if I can't level up because there are no quests? Is a low before 10 intentionally? Okay. Okay. Is that something you experience as well? I'm totally fine with it because I like exploring. But I just feel like, oh, I hope I'm not like never being guided again. I don't want to explore too much. I want to, you know. Just play a proto maybe. I don't know. I've got too many cards. Too much mana. Always tried to do the quest. Yeah, but I don't have any. I had a low levels. Okay. Got any dailies? There are dailies? I didn't have any quests left. I want you to explore a bunch and unlock waypoints. Okay, that's what I was doing. I was mostly just going around finding places I could teleport to. And then when I saw some little baddies, I would whoop their asses and open a chest. But I have one more sponsored stream to do. And I mean for this, and I was like, well, I was like, should I be grinding off stream? Because I'm having fun, right? I'm enjoying it. A lot of times with these things, I don't play them off stream. It's like, well, they're not paying me. But here, it's like, well, you know. But I don't want to like get stuck for the sponsored stream doing nothing. By nothing, I mean like not progressing at all. I'm not upgrading my characters because I figure I'll do that on stream, level up if I need to, you know, adjust my inventory and whatnot. Chat can help me with that too. Oh God. But that's fine. I don't mind. I was just curious if I did something wrong and like there was like an easy way to re-enable quests or to like enable quests in a different way. And if that's not the case, that's fine. You need to do your dailies and spend resin on stuff. That's the main way to get adventure. Yeah, so I don't know what to spend resin on. Somebody in chat told me what that was, but now I know. It's at 160. I've never spent on it. I don't know what to spend on or where or how. I did find a little magic wind tower, and I only had 1 crystal to put in it, so I didn't get the rewards. But I put 1 out of the 2 crystals. I don't know where to get more crystals either. I gotta get more crystals. Thauer, thank you for the follow, man. Okay, but as long as a couple people said they had a little bit of a lull in like quests and stuff at some point. Because yeah, I think it does make sense if it's by design, because it's like it's telling you go here, go here, go here, go here, and now all of a sudden I'm just like, okay, well now I can just explore. This is like the first opportunity, but I think it would have helped me if a character had been like, okay, hey, you know what? Why don't you go out there and explore for a while? We'll set you up with some more quests once you get a little stronger. So I'm like, oh, okay. F1 is your friend? Okay. I felt bad because I went to bed before you did it. But the VOD was open. I'm going to watch you play later. Yeah, the VOD is open. And chat was super helpful, as usual. It's like if you play a game that's really obscure and nobody's played or whatever, then it can be hard, I think, to get... it can be hard to get people to help you because people just don't know, right? But with this game, it seems like enough people play it that people were like, oh yeah, go here, hit this button, go unlock that, and that was very helpful as well. I could jump in your world and walk you around. You can do that. They did mention like co-op play, which is pretty cool. Did you do any wishing? Yeah, apparently I got a good squad. Chat was like, oh, you got all the good heroes. I don't know if that's true, but... Why are hunters so smorky? Because you gotta have a smork class in a card game. It's all about the wishing. Apparently I used all my wishes, but I got some little fire dude, and I got... Chat said the little fire dude was very strong. Bennett? Is his name Bennett? And then I got a lady who can cast like a gold shield around herself. She seems cool. I like her. And then I got like a green-haired lady that has like a book or something. I don't really like her. I haven't really used her much. Bennett's the best support in the game. Noelle is nice too. Noelle's like a tank, right? I finally understand what her E button does. She just takes no damage for like half an hour. I was fighting some real bad dude and he was just pushing everybody around. When I was her, I was like, oh, I'm just immune. He's pushing me. I'm just chopping him. It was great. We're going to be a Genshin Impact mainstream one day. And frankly, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Alright, no matter what, I'm taking the middle one blindly. I never get these right, so I'm just taking the middle one. I don't care. Enough is enough. Yeah, and they'll get mine, of course. They're good. I'm bad. They're smart. I'm reasonably unintelligent. 2 more wins and I'm gonna get a free sub. Oh my god, I gotta throw. I'm gonna lose money. You can do whatever early game. You can do whatever early game. Yeah, I hope, and it seems that this is the case, I hope that I don't like in those type of games when you make early decisions and you kind of get punished for it. And I don't know. If you're telling me I can do whatever I want, that's great. I like to just, you know, Throw my stuff on my stuff. I think, what? Wouldn't you want to trade this first? I would. I don't care if either one takes the hit, right? That's even better. We'll freeze this donkey or whatever. To ease you into things. Yeah, just enjoy it and do whatever. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun not giving it too much thought and just kind of walking around. It's fun. Said I'm taking the middle and I didn't take the middle. Was that bad for me? I mean, not that bad. Its turn 4 was a 2/2. So, who cares? Would I rather have, done other things? Sure, of course. Hello, hey Finchy. What's up, Finchy dude? I hate all of these. Kinda don't want to give him that going first. Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't click that. Rogue Pally or Druid? I like Druid actually. I've had some good Druid decks. The problem is sometimes you get good Druids or Shamans and they just don't really, like, they still just get dumped on. But I've had some fun Druid decks. I like the Death Rattle synergy, and I don't think I've drafted Convoke, but you can draft Convoke. Some people draft Convoke. Don't freeze me, bro. I need that. Oh my god, I need that so badly. God damn it. Oh, freaking heck, dude. Do I fireball that stinker? I don't want to. It's like an... song. This is called Breaking Away. Played till adventure rank 36 or something. You're addicted. 5 mana, 2/3. Ratatat. Yes. Ratatat. Went poorly. Who's your favorite waifu or husbando? Yeah, Zelda. Who's your favorite husbando? I got like a Kel'Thuzad in there? What the hell is going on? I can freeze this, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Is this infused again? Took a break between something and halfway through Inuzama. Man, they were wise to sponsor Redbeard with all these Genshin experts. Oh my god, I'm sitting here thinking this is already equipped. I guess he's just gonna trade, but he might miss. Honestly, that card is so bad against Flame Ward if you like need it to kill the threat. Interesting. Yeah, it probably doesn't work out the way we want, but maybe. Was poorly executed. Not sure why they did that. Like the worst way they could have possibly played that, I think. Fireball. Let's go Firebrand. I love this track. I wish it would come on more. If you guys hate it, I'm sorry, but just be over soon, okay? Let Redbeard be happy for 2 minutes and 30 seconds out of his own goddamn stream. Silas would be problematic. Why are your enemies always multiple people? You call them they, even though there's probably one. Are you talking to me? Your question is what now? So I need to kill him fast, because he's trying to kill me, and that's rude. This song is a banger. Do you like the original, or do you like this one, or do you like both? Just fireball my face last turn? I was. You sad. Don't know why they did that. I don't know, I'm not a native speaker, Chasm, so you'll have to help me out, okay? So fireballed my base last turn for no reason. And then fireballed my minion this turn? For no reason. Never heard it before until now, but it do slap. Hey, cool. I'm glad you dig it. Why no deck tracker? It should be reloading right now. I still need to pee. I should have peed. It's too late now. Shoot. Alright, let me instead chug some water. That should help. Elementary. Don't have many twos. So maybe it's smart to ditch the brew and find our threes, because we do have some quite powerful threes, such as our location, our firebrand, our tar creeper, and we actually have better twos, and we have some ones. I have to hope, I think. Would I like to play a Brewmaster right now? Yes, I would. Will I feel really happy if I draw a real 3-drop or a Sanctum or even a better 2? Yeah, of course. That card I don't think I can necessarily defeat. Give the next Silver Hand Recruit. You summon +3/+3 and this death rattle. Ay ay ay. What the glorious hell am I supposed to do about that? I would have just summoned a 4/4, I think. I mean, this is a big problem. That's not good. So he gets a 2-mana 4/4. So basically upgraded his hero power to create a 2-mana 4/4. Oh Christ, every turn. I can't beat that. I got my answer from Grognosh. He's wonderful. Got an OP in Arena? Yeah, I think I faced it once and was not able to do anything against it. I think it came out later last time. Let's hope for Showstopper, yeah. Maybe if you hit Showstopper this turn and you want to like play it and kill your own guy, even then I'm not sure if you're really like winning, but basically your opponent is a Draxus on turn 4, yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Don't have many games play out to that, you know, to that card. Is there any silence effects in neutral? Yeah, there's Owl, there's Showstopper, there's probably like 1 or 2 others, maybe one other or 0. The card is so busted. Yeah, that's on 3. I doubt it's beatable. Going second when you're curving into a 3/4 into nothing. I haven't seen. I don't know his name. Let's look by played win rate. Maybe he's like near the very top. Yeah, he is. This is counting the entire game, not just played on 3, but he's the 6th highest legendary, 8th highest card in Paladin. But again, I imagine played on curve, he's probably real close to Ysera and Nathria's. I'm actually kind of relieved to see him so high. It's like, oh, it just feels like an auto loss, and it looks like it is. A little bit better than things like Silas and Turalion and Octosari. A little better than Seed Cloud and Buckler performed in the last meta. Steward to Steward. I just sorted my played win rate and he was almost at the very top. Are those magic cards? Which cards? Iron Beak Owl? Showstopper? No. Those are Hearthstone cards. The only thing I'd worry about wasting in Genshin is wishes, but even that is something you can make come back with a little extra work without spending real money or having quests to do. Takes a few days to get enough in-game currency for a wish. Gotcha. I should call him up and be like, hey, give me some wishes for free. Ones are shuffling. Oh no, they're Pokemon cards, sorry. Can you see them a lot? Oh, you can. What if I do? No, that doesn't help. What if okay, well, fuck it. Who cares? Who really cares? My guy dies. Both of his guys die. Maybe he messes up and loses an extra minion or takes some extra damage. I have no regular Pokemon. Wow, he did mess up. I have no regular Pokemon cards. If you're gonna test, you might as well just attack first, right? But I mean, it happens. These ones are in little Ultra Pro. What are these called? One Touch or something? No, not One Touch. But I don't have any loose cards to shuffle. I actually have a pack of energies. I meant to trade off his guy. It's nice to get this going. I could do that next turn. Already used his coin. He's already, now I'm not trying to shit on them. They've already shown themselves to be kind of susceptible to secrets, you know, causing them some trouble. These Dormant Wild Seeds, the one who gives a weapon is OP. Yeah, that one's very good. Rules for wishing are basically that every 10 guarantees a 4-star, and every 50 in the same banner guarantees a 5-star. Gotcha. Give him a Wowzer. Now he plays like a cheap, crappy spell, and he's like, oops. Wow, there you go. Both secrets, they misplayed them both, and they got duped. However, they got duped and we drew like poop, so doesn't work. For us, red, first pick Priest, Nazmani, Blood Weaver. Is that the 2/5 Sin Runner? Is Dragon Synergy enough reason to pick Scalebane over Sin Runner? I think the Dragon Synergy is real. I think Scalebane's underrated. I think Scalebane's pretty close to Sin Runner in general. I like getting 2 minions out. So if it's freezing, we can test. I would probably go Scalebane. I do think Scale and Sin Runner are close. But I don't know, man. Let me look up the stats. I wouldn't be surprised if Scalebane's slightly better than Sin Runner. We'll look him up in Priest. Scalebane's got a 60% played win rate and 55 deck. Sin Runner is 55 deck and 56 played. I would take Scalebane. I'm a fan of Scalebane, but I think it's Scalebane. I don't like the way they played. But I mean, I love it for us, but I don't like the way they played. They probably don't either. We lose our cleaves, so I'm not like, well, I guess I could play this and play it back. Just gonna play this. It's turn 8, we're not under pressure. Just playing a proto. Stats don't lie. Yeah, stats say Scalebane's better. I watched a few hundred hours of Kibler. It's like ASMR, and card shuffling is a calming thing for you or for him. I like Kibler, seems okay. Sin Runner in Hunter with location is crazy. Yeah, if anything's like a 2-card combo, it's really not as good as you think. If you need a second card to make a card better than Scalebane, for example, then it's not better than Scalebane, right? Like that's what makes some of these cards so good, is they're not like required. You're not required to have 2 cards in order to I almost want to just brew that back because it feels so game-losingly bad. Those rushes are now 1 mana 2/1 rush minions. Also, 2-card combos are better than a location plus Sin Runner, to be fair. Yeah. So, like, if you're gonna say, like, well, Sin Runner's better because you can location and Sin Runner and it's better or whatever, that's why it's so good. Well, what if you're saying, like, Nether Spite plus Scalebane is insane? It's like, well, yeah, when you have both of them, like, it makes them both better. But you kind of want to gauge, you want to kind of like gauge the value of cards on an individual basis and honestly look at the spectrum of how well or how poorly they can perform. Scalebane and Sin Runner are both good cards because they're, you know, neither one's understated, and then the effects are both beneficial, and then they both have a tag. You know, one being a beast and one being a dragon matters sometimes. Cards like, you know, Nether Spite can be quite bad because it's understated. You can't really tempo this out on 2 and contest any other 2-drops or whatever, or even, you know, 3-drops and whatnot. That's why Nether Spite is a risk, and it's why it's a well-designed card, a relic from the past when things were appropriately statted, when they had beneficial, quote-unquote, like game-breaking type effects. Sure. I don't know. I'm reading that the 5-star guarantee is 90. I didn't remember it being such a strange number. 90 is not that strange. One of my best friends is 90 years old. That's how I feel about the Hunter location and Sin Runner. I would pick both individually and just work even better together. Yeah, I think the location is just okay. I think Sin Runner and Scalebane are both noticeably better than the Hunter location in a vacuum. I don't think you always care about the damage. Like sometimes you're throwing a 4-6 rush, you know, you're giving it 6 attack and you're throwing it into a 4-4 anyway. Like a lot of times that damage is wasted. A lot of times you're not getting the rush. I mean, it's 3 mana for 6 damage and potentially some rush, and that's certainly a thing. But certainly not a, you know, I think it's a noticeable drop off from the priest, and the mage one, and probably even the paladin one. The mage one's so good because it's like you never lose value on it. It provides too much value. The priest one's sort of the same. It's like, well, yeah, if you don't have any minions or whatever, sure, but no games play out where you don't have minions. And the paladin one is kind of like the hunter one, but it just has a much bigger effect, right? It's like when it hits, it's incredibly impactful, and it's very easy to hit. Like it gives your guy +2/+2 3 times, worst case. Whereas the hunter one is like, well, yeah, I can give my guy 6 attack. Had to play with it before getting Ganyu 180 some rolls over a few months. My god. I think the location destroyer. I have a location destroyer in my deck and I'm getting 12. You're probably gonna get 12. Hunter location is one of the worst ones. I mean, it's Hunter and Mage and then the rest. And the rest I think are actually kind of better designed cards. You know, most of them have 2 charges. They're synergistic and situational. You know, it's like the imp one, it's like, okay, I can give my guy +2/+2 or +1/+1 or maybe +3/+3, and I can do it twice. But I have to like have a specific board state and have to draft my deck around this card. I think that's a sign of a pretty good, pretty well designed card for Arena. Mage, it's like, well, I get a 6/6 for 3. It deals 6, and I get my opponent to skip 3 turns. Hate the Pally design location. Yeah, me too. It feels like all the ones that have 3 charges should be the ones that have 2. And all the ones that have 2 should be the ones that have 3. But I think if you gave some of the bad ones 3 charges, they'd be surprisingly good, I think, some of them. Counter spell. Do you think there's ever a world where an 0-3 deck beats an 11-win deck? Should they hypothetically ever meet? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know what your odds are, 5 or 10%, if you truly have like a dog shit deck. But if you have like some semblance of a curve, you'll win some of the games for sure. Just, you know, by your opponent getting a really bad draw and you curving out. Now, if you're saying, you know, one deck is full of 30 lab partners and the other deck is full of 30 evil miscreants or something, like, well, yeah, you'll probably never beat them, but like a real deck that can go 12 and a real deck that went 0-3 could definitely beat the other. But if you're just saying like hypothetical, like let me construct the worst deck possible, could it ever? I want to play rigged. I also want to take flame. Don't really know how Hunter wins. Warrior wins. Probably with just like good cards and pick my ass. Maybe I should have just played the 4. No, the 4 sucks. Anytime you pass a flame strike, I feel like I just regret it. I could replay it now. But I have another Brewmaster in the deck, right? Good decks can go 0-3 if the player is bad, though. Yeah, for sure. Good decks can go 0-3 if the player's good too, which is why I'm fairly, well, I'm not fair, I'm absolutely certain that a deck that went 0-3 could beat a deck that got 12 wins. If you tweak the parameters, a good player playing a bad deck against a bad player playing a good deck, absolutely. No attack. I don't want to go face. Is that dumb? I don't want to give him anything though. What am I gonna do? Just never play it? I gotta play it at some point. I'll just take the worst card. Love this track, me too. I'm lost in these drafts. Pick 10, Wand Maker, Fairground Fool, Bone of the Ascended. All seem primo. But I'm leaning towards Fool. Man, Wand Maker and Priest, finding Draconic Studies feels so critical if you don't get offered one or two. Just to have the option to find a Ysera is like incredibly game breaking. But yeah, Fairground Fool I think is historically an underrated card as well. So I ping, I trade. I have 5 mana, I have to float a bunch. So there's no point pinging, right? I kind of hate this. But mostly because I have the chatty bartender. I'd like to get some value, but right now it eludes us. Explosive would have been cool. Alright, this is a good card. I could just use, I'm so far away. Maybe I just do this. Maybe ping instead of playing this. I need this to be upgraded. Counter the Dragon Roar. Oh yeah, they probably have Dragon Roars. That's not good. Pantry Spider, Acolyte of Pain, Spitting Camel. This is more my speed, yeah. I'm sure they just got 2 fairy dragons. It's fine. 10-win Warriors are scariest. They have every good card. I'd still rather play not against a mage. Boy, howdy. That stinks. Boy, that sucks the proverbial D of life. I don't think I can win with that draw. It's not how I want to, I'm sure I went out for it. I mean, I guess he's at 13. Ever Flame Check? I have to, I think. I think that Flame Strike is better than Famished Fool. So he kills our guy, we trade his guy, we have an 8-8 on an empty board. Hopefully he doesn't have a Silas as well. Let's just get this down now. We can refill. This game could come down to fatigue, and him having 5 legendaries, his deck could be a problem. Beardy, hey Wicked Kitten, how are you? Stop calling all the OP cards that beat you. I didn't say anything about Reno, did I? Wow, an active Reno, but also duplicates drafted, and coming up at a primo time. Kind of bad for us. Do I care? Didn't fully clear. Yeah, let's just clear. Doesn't help me that much, honestly. I guess I'd rather take the minions. I'd rather have just got a Grey Bow. What's up, Dealey? How are you, man? Okay, hold on a second. So he hits that. He has like a Baron Geddon? No, an Execute. Okay, sure. This could be okay. He's gone through 2 of his 5 legendaries, and we got the dragon. Let's draw first, see what they give us. No location. Could kill his guy. Alright, let's just, you know, whatever. Let's play this. Ali, I don't think I want a Deathwing. At full health, I guess I take the Drake. I feel kind of bad about that though. Hopefully he doesn't go face. When you finish all the main content for the game, it's when you start to be pretty drainful. It starts to be pretty drainful. I can't do boring dailies every day and be happy about my life. You can have a good life still. Why didn't it give him Sergeant Sally? I guess Dalnos ain't that good. Lab partners, such dookie. 5, 8, 9, 10. He gets another cleave weapon. I guess the 5/5 is better in the middle. Last pick, I have a pretty disgusting pile. Like, disgustingly good, or... You got it. Wow, disgustingly good. It's what you meant, I hope. Wow, that active Reno, and he had so many duplicates. Crazy. Wow, that's fortuitous for him. I have drawn like absolute dog shit. Somewhat suboptimal. Last pick, probably one of the 4s. A red herring's very good. I think I would just take Fishy Flyer. It should help you get to the Denathrius. I would keep Denathrius in my opening hand, and I would dump all over anybody that dares defy my Denathrius deck. I think I just Fishy to not die? Yeah. Just make sure you can always make it to those kind of broken cards, right? Feel and I showed up at the same time. Maybe you guys were doing disgusting humanoid whoopee together. Which I, as you know, firmly support. Maybe not quite as firm these days as in the past, but you know, they got pills to fix that. What's the revenge mechanic? Infused? What did we play? The Nasty Boy Taunt? Where did that come from? Dragon Roar? Ay, ay, ay. Can this guy low roll some things, please? Just a few things. That's all I ask. The infused, Finchy is minions have to die basically. So once a 3rd minion dies, now we'll get an infused copy, so it comes back. Where do I find the option file for Hearth? What's that? I can kill his 9/6. I might just have to like give this up or die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, can I play that? No, but I want to. Maybe I can get another one. Man, I want to burn his face. That's just a drafted Nathria's. 7, 7, 11. I have the location in my deck somewhere. So he's played a Malchazar, a Reno that fooled him to heal, Decimator, a Murtzon, a Malagos, a Denathrius, a 4/4 Thalnos. To be fair, his Thalnos was a 4/4. So, you know, that seems at least fair. Just give me Puzzle Box. Not even the patience to wait it out. Ooh. What if we pick up a Stoneborn next turn? Best Reno and the best Arena Fanatic I've ever seen. I've seen better Renos, I think. I had a better Arena Fanatic earlier. Do I have my freeze? I do, right? Or no, I don't. I don't. Open up. Hit there. Hit there. It hits there. I'm dead. Does combustion keep me alive? It must, right? No, it doesn't. Re-ping. Combust, kill both. I'm always rolling. I always have to win a roll on this to hit a minion. Is that right? Trade, hit here. It deals 3. Oh no, I don't. If I double trade and shoot here, it deals 3. Okay. Ping the 3/2. Was it guaranteed if I ping the 3/2? I love this song. It's in Velvet Goldmine. Crazy. I think we could have won this game. I guess we're at 2, so we're gonna die to fatigue. Give me like 3 more HP and no weapon that turn. I think we win this. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best deck we played against this meta, so I mean, kind of is what it is. 10's good. We only had 1 location. We didn't see it for 7 straight games in the middle of the run, or 8? 7 or 8, and we didn't get it in this game till whatever, 25 cards deep or whatever. I'll take it. I will take it.